I'm happy to be talking to Venerable Miao Shi. Welcome today. For the Hope on Africa program, we're serving 13 million orphans' needs. What does Buddha teach about serving the orphans?
Actually, in Buddhism, two keys of the practice would be compassion and wisdom. And compassion, when you really look at the word, it's two levels to it. Especially in Chinese, it's called 慈悲. And 慈, actually, it's loving kindness, is to give joy and help. And 悲is to alleviate suffering. Xilai Temple is the largest Buddhist temple in the Western Hemisphere, and it's built by Foguangshan, the Buddhist order here, founded by Venerable Master Xing Yun, when we propagate humanistic Buddhism. And what we do, is to help people to understand the concepts of Buddhism, that they can actually apply them in their everyday life, and they can live a much happier life with all the Buddhist concepts that they can learn, and the practices they can do. Anybody can become a Buddhist, and I think anybody can practice humanistic Buddhism. What we are propagating here in this order is what we call humanistic Buddhism, is to help people in this human world to live a better life with the concepts of Buddhism. So, and I believe that for every faith, every religion, they all have their teachings on love, on compassion, and how to help others to live a better life with their teachings. So I would say every faith group should come together, tell their members how they can help in their own way. We have different schools of Buddhism, different practices, but I would believe that for every Buddhist order in this world, if they can work with their teachers, work with their local leaders, they can also put compassion into action. They can also support this cause and save the orphans.
Why do you think it's important to support orphans?
They're so helpless. They don't have nobody. I mean, they're young, they're very vulnerable. They are victims of disease, victims of crimes, victims of anything we can imagine, because there's nobody to stand up for them. They have problems with food. They have problems when they get sick. It's endless, because they're so young. They can be victims easily. So they need all the help they can get.
Virtual parenting is a way that people from all over the world that have the resources can become a virtual parent for the orphans in Africa. They go online at www.virtualparents.org, and they can put in a special date, a country that they may have visited or been interested in, what the child wants to do when they grow up, and they can choose a child that they can give love to. The support is $40 a month, and that will provide safe accommodation, food and an education, so that the child can grow up being useful to their own families and to the community and to the country as a whole. These children cannot last any longer. Since President Bush signed the law in 2003, we have lost 525,600 orphans have died unnecessarily. Now, as global citizens and a global community, we have a responsibility to put our love into action and to ensure that the orphans have a future and a life.